I see you watching YouTube when you know you have homework due. I ain't judging. Hi lovelies, it's yours truly Boosie, and I thought since a lot of students are getting back into school right now, why not make a video about the things I wish I could have done differently when I was in school to help you guys not make the same mistake. Don't need to thank me, you know, I'm just an angel. But no, seriously, if you have been a long-term subscriber, you will know that, you know, I went through a lot of mental health issues when I went through grad school. If you don't know, you can go back and watch that video just to see what I'm talking about. But I mean, even though I had so many ups, I will say, like both in undergrad and grad school, there were definitely some downs, and I definitely think that there are some things I personally could have done differently just to make sure that I got the most out of college. So on my channel, I often do make videos like this that just are supposed to be helpful for young adults. So if you like this video, please make sure to like it and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. So my first thing that I would have done differently and that I am telling you guys to do now, and I think this is so important, I even talked about it in my last video about me moving to a new state, but I wish I could have gotten out of my comfort zone more. I think, especially if you go to college in a college town, it is so easy to stay within your bubble. And I think sometimes, especially like with me, what I encountered both in undergrad and grad school is that I got caught up in such a routine of like going to class and studying and like hanging out with friends that I didn't challenge myself enough. And I got so comfortable that I kind of forgot, you know, oh, so you should try to do more things, you know, you should try to experience more things that will like help you with your academic career or even like your actual career. So I think one thing I wish I could have done differently was to be a part of more organizations. Another thing is I wish I could have like been more in a leadership role in those positions. I did a lot of stuff like leadership-wise in high school, and I was vice president of a club that I was a part of in undergrad, but then grad school, I just completely forgot about that. So I wish I could have definitely challenged myself more. And like I was saying in my, you know, moving to another state video, I think that sometimes not even just the routine of it all, just the fear of things keeps us from truly experiencing what life has to offer. And I'm here to tell you, like I said in the last video, do not let fear be the reason why you don't challenge yourself and why you don't go out for more things. So I am telling you today, who's ever watching this, yes, go try out for that sport. Go audition for that play. Go run for president of that organization, okay? And you know, a lot of this stuff, you know, looks good on a resume, so that's another thing. So my second tip I also think is so important, especially if you plan to have a career after going to college, which most people are, is to network, network, network. I definitely wish I would have networked more. I'm telling you guys, you know, don't be afraid to connect with your professors. Don't be afraid to connect with other students, because you never know, like a student in your major or your area of interest, they might have an internship and they might know people who can hook you up with one too. So don't be afraid to talk to people and find out what opportunities are out there. I remember my senior year of college, for my major, you needed an internship to graduate, and I definitely waited till the last minute, and I think those are one of those times that definitely would have helped me out had I networked more. Because like fast forward to grad school, it's time for me to find my thesis, and I remember I was pretty late on finding my thesis, mostly because, you know, like I said in my grad school video, I was going through a lot of mental health issues. But you know, when I was starting to like get back to myself, I was like, okay, I really need a thesis. So I decided to actually reach out to a supervisor from one of my previous internships. And not only did she connect me with an amazing thesis advisor, I ended up getting an internship as well. So a thesis and an internship, that would not have been possible had I not used my connections and my networks. And even on that note, I mentioned reaching out to professors and students, but even guest lecturers who come to your class, you should also, if they're talking about something you're interested in, you should also network with them too. I have a friend who a guest lecturer actually came to their class, and afterwards she was the only person who went up to the guest lecturer after the presentation, and not only did she get an internship by talking to that person, later on her internship actually offered her a job after graduation. So let this video be a wake-up call to you. Please make those connections, please network. It is never too early. I'm telling you, never too early to start networking. So my third tip, which will be pretty brief because I don't want to get too into it, but the third thing I would have done differently is to let go of things that just weren't for me. And if you're watching this, you will know what in your life you should let go of that's not for you. For me, it was people in my life. And I guess that even goes into like getting out of your comfort zone. If something doesn't feel right, if something is weighing you down, if something is toxic, or if something is just getting in the way of your mental health, anything like that, let it go. Whether it is a friend, or maybe it's a major you're not really that interested in, or a class that you're just really struggling in, please do not be afraid to let things go when it's obviously causing a negative impact in your life. And on the topic of mental health, this takes me into my fourth tip, which is prioritize your mental health. So on this channel, I talk so much about mental health and how it's important, and I will always preach take care of your well-being. And if that means you have so much stuff on your plate that you just need a day to not go to class and just make sure everything on your to-do list is done, do it. If that means just staying in one weekend and just being to yourself just to like regain some energy, do that. And if you have insurance, if that means reaching out to your school's CAP services or any of their mental health services, please make sure to do that. Don't let it get so bad that you are on the verge of a breakdown, And then also in that tip, make sure to always talk to someone about it, whether it's your friends, anyone you trust. You'll be so surprised on how many people are also going through things, but we just never talk about it. And having that camaraderie, or just having just a shoulder to lean on, is so important when you're going through something. So like I said, your mental health always comes first. And the fifth and final thing I wish I could have done differently that I'm telling you guys to do, even as corny as it sounds, is to believe in yourself more. I remember times when I said, I cannot do this, where I said that I am not smart enough to do this, I am not supposed to be here. I completely doubted myself. And it's so crazy to look back then and look where I am now. Like, your girl got 2 degrees, I have my own apartment, and I wish I could have told myself that I got this, So that's why I'm telling you guys that you have got this, especially if you are in something that you are passionate about, but right now you are just kind of like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, I don't know if I'm good enough for this. You are. You got accepted into your program, into your college, not by luck. It's because they saw your application and they saw your skills. They saw how smart you are. So yes, you are supposed to be there. Don't let anybody make you doubt if you belong. Don't let anybody make you doubt your intelligence, your passion. Let's say this, I believe in you. So that's at least one person. So why not just make it 2 people who believe in you and believe in yourself as well? So that was the video for this week, lovelies. I wish everyone who's starting school good luck. Don't worry, one day it'll be over. Look at me, I went to grad school and I thought, oh my goodness, like I've been in school forever, but here I am, done with school. It'll fly by, so soak up every ounce of it. Let me know down in the comments if you are starting school, like how's the first week been? And like I said before, I really do believe in you guys. So please just let my tips soak in, and I promise you, you'll be on the track for academic success. So until next time, It's been yours truly, Boosie. Bye.